Hello everyone, so I've got my first look at the July Your Creative Studio subscription vintage supply box. We have this lovely card here. Looks floral and vase. Not a lot of clue there. I'm going to set that aside and pull out the middle section. And I think I might just leave the sticker intact. Oh, well, I didn't do that as well as I thought I was going to. There's a big box in there. I got that. There, you can see that. And hopefully the camera is not going to have trouble focusing. Ooh, looks like some yellows. Okay, let's look at the stamp first. I don't know if oh, there's another one right here. More stamps. Okay, I didn't mean to get to see that, but ooh, look at this little heavy box. I do remember someone in the comments somewhere recently saying they wished they would do more just wood stamps. Now, I feel two things about the wood stamps. Basically, I have ambivalent because they do take up more space to store, but they do stamp very well usually, so I kind of feel both ways about it. I like them, and also I have actually turned a lot of my wood stamps into cling cling mount stamps. Look at that. It's got a nice white end. Well, this will be interesting to see how this stamps out. And this is a really versatile set here because you've got a couple little receptacle vase containers. This is going to be fun to watercolor too if I stamp it out in a waterproof ink. Just add a little light blue watercolor in there for water. And then you can just add, this looks like, to me, it looks like it could be lavender. I might turn that into lavender. Let's get closer. Not sure what could that be a cornflower? I don't know. I'm not a floral expert. This one, maybe rose? I don't know. And that's got a little variety there. And then that lovely one there. So that's, the flowers are blooming for you. That's a nice set. Ooh, look at the pretty illustration on the back too. So there's kind of a little example of how they put them together. Was that leafy one in there? Okay, that one is that one right there. And then this one's the multi one, and then they've colored it. Kind of cute. Okay, love that. And I will stamp these out on a nice little white sheet and show that next. Let's see what we have here. Okay, you'll have to excuse my little bandaged finger. I did get a cut. It's not very attractive. I'm sorry. And then we have this cling one. So yeah, oh, that's the nice thick acrylic cover on there. Not nearly as sticky as last time, but hopefully it will stick well. We'll see that in a moment. And another one. Oop, there's two in there. Surprise, surprise. Oh, just a nice little floral one there. You can't really see that, but we'll see it when we stamp it. And then this is a nice border. Let me take that off. It's a little harder. Like, I feel like the image is a little harder to see lately, but maybe it's a better stick surface. You know, you get one or the other, a clearer image or a better cling. And this is enough to tell what it is, so that doesn't bother me too much if it's gonna stick better. We'll see about that. All right, we have some stamped images here. I wanted to show you that the cling is doing pretty well here, but there is a problem. So, and I hate to say it, but I can't get it off very easily. It clings a little too well. So I think I'm going to try that later, but I'll try the smaller one. I don't think all the kinks with these cling stamps have been worked out. Like, I'm losing. Oh, it's getting ruined. This is sad. So, come on, try for it. Try for it. This is real time, real life here, folks. So, that's not good. Can you see that there? I don't know what's happening. Hopefully somebody's watching who's in the manufacturing process of this, because it's not quite cutting it, folks. I'd rather not receive these if they can't be up to a quality that's reusable. So this is disappointing. And I have to say, I love getting this set, even though it takes a little more space to store, but check out the difference here. Especially, I like to compare. This is this little one here, and compare the quality difference. It is a different image, but like look at the lavender, and let me get really close here and just see the difference in the detail. I mean, I don't know, let me know in the comments. I feel like this one's better. Of course, it has the wood block, but I do like these stamps. I think they'll be really useful, but the cling ones really, especially when they're right next to the beautiful set of wood mount ones, they're kind of underwhelming. That's my harsh, true, real opinion. And I just, you know, I think they're doing a good job trying to improve it. I just don't think it's there yet as far as the cling goes, and I hope I can get the bigger one off without ruining it. It's designed to cling, so it should cling and not fall off when you're stamping it, but it should come off when you want to take it off without ruining the stamp. I feel like that's not too much to ask there, but that's that. Beautiful stamps. I really like this. I think this is just a paper box, but I think I'm gonna keep it for as long as it'll stay intact to store them. So that's the stamps. Let's move to the next thing. Right, now let's, ooh, I love it. I love it when they get, sorry, I got really excited. It's been a while since I've gotten Post-it notes. Not that I use them all the time, but ooh, I just love the packaging there. And this is really exciting. Butterfly Cocoon Retro Sticky Notes Warm Flower Realm series. Oh, a lot of not really necessary information there. Oh, but this is like one of my favorite Post-it notes that I've probably received. There was one way back, maybe September, years ago, one of my first boxes that was like a clip, I don't have words, but anyway, I don't even know that I have a box opening for that one because it was early days. This is what I'm trying to say. This kind of clip thing, and it looked like that. And real simple, this isn't too decorative, but this could go with any theme. It's vintage. This is, I like this. Look, I'm speechless. And that rarely happens, you know that. Okay, let's grab the tray. Just a moment here. Here is my little white tray, and I might have to make a cut, an awkward cut here. My battery's dying! Don't die yet! Okay, this happens in the world of videography for YouTube. I should have charged it before, but you know what? I got distracted. It's summer. I went and, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a weird shirt, it's actually a swim shirt. I was floating in a lake not too long ago. Look at these tiny ones. These are cute. They're a little bit slick, but it's still mostly matte. It's not glossy. These are going to be fun for like smaller embellishments. I think I need to get closer. And little accents in journal pages, so I like them, and they're different than some of the things I've had. So I'm going to move that aside. I'm trying to move along quickly here. I know I'm not going to make it. At least I don't think I am. I think that thing's going to shut off, and I just hope it doesn't do it at a really awkward place. Oh, this is lovely. These are some very textured papers. It says Vintage Material Paper, Handmade Romance. What you want to bet, it's not actually handmade. It's probably manufactured, but it's got the handmade look. Look at this. This one even has some embossing. This is, can you tell, like with the sound, how thick that is? I'm sure, you know, it's very substantial. You're not going to tear this easily. This might be fun to even stamp on, you know, a focal point there. Could be a tag. It's a little light for that, but ooh, look at that. Journal card. Nice. This one has an interesting embossed, I think it's numbers. Can you see that? I don't know. And depending on what you're watching this on, maybe you can see it better on that side. There's numbers. Interesting, huh? If you're on a small screen, I'm sorry, that one was numbers, and this one looks like little flowers, because it really doesn't show up on the tiny screens, but some of them, yeah. And then these are more paper-like. It's just an image of texture. And then, let's see. Yeah, it looks like a photo of that one almost, but it's different. I feel like the back one here, yes, and we have a nice little belly band. Okay, those are all paper weight. Lightweight, like copy paper weight. And then this one, we're back to the thick, and we have two of it. And it has a little bit of an embossed detail. I love the variety in there, the texture. It's an experience. In my journals that I make, it is not just right. It's an experience. I like the tactile. I like the variety. I like the interaction with flips. So this I like because of that. What should we do here? Ooh, washi. We usually get to washi earlier, but alas, it was underneath. Oof. Oh, this is a really nice golden color. All right, let's have a look at this beautiful washi tape. I love roses. I'm a fan. I love something that's, you know, oh, come on, camera, you're having trouble. Sorry. That can be used over and over. That's not so themed that it can only be used for one thing, so I really like that. Although it's fun to have a theme every now and then, don't get me wrong. And I think I really love that these are kind of full, like I get a full color theme here. I know it's July, but I'm thinking of golden leaf colors in the fall, so I think this could work really well for a fall card too, like on craft cardstock or in a fall journal. I like that. So that's our washi. Let's see. Let's move some things aside here. We have, this is a cute little package. I see an art in your chaotic canvas. That's beautiful. I just love that sentiment. Butterfly traces. These are probably stickers in here. You know I love these boxes. I need some help opening this. So if you haven't seen my little mini Matchbox journal video, I'll pop a link in the corner and hopefully in the description if I'm organized. You should check that out because I took a lot of these boxes. I saved them all and I took several of them and made little mini journals out of them. Oh goodness, I can't get this open. And that was fun. I still have yet to do my idea for like a little pet box. Great idea for a young preschool person or grandchild. Even a pet rock. Did I say that? I might have said this before, but I feel like you could make this a little bed, this box. And you know how the fun trend of painting little rocks, you could paint a little rock pet. It's not, well, that might be for a slightly older child because they might decide to throw the rock, which would be bad. But, oh, and you know what I just thought of? Weebles. I think when I was a girl, we collected Weebles. It was like a little puff ball. Do you guys remember this? And they had googly eyes and an antenna and feet. Oh, I loved in elementary school the school store. I always wanted to get a Weeble. Can you imagine if I had a tiny little puff ball, like something that would fit in this dimension? We could have 3 or 4, a little Weeble collection, or maybe we'll have to come up with a new name for it, but there might be some fun little creation in the future with this. Okay, these are stickers. I went on a little rabbit trail there, but you know I love rabbits, so we might as well go on a trail. But we have to get back to the focus here. Ah, that's a nice stickiness. And the border seems to be appropriate. Like, sometimes they're not printed correctly. These guys are kind of jammed in here. That's my one pet peeve there, is they're a little bit stuffed in. But I prefer the box, you know, because I want to reuse it. So anyway, I'll take the stuffing over just a little plastic envelope that I'm not going to reuse. And if you don't like this white border, which I don't always, you can take some ink and a rough looking little foam. And this is Vintage Photo, my favorite edge inking ink from the Distress line. And just tone it down. Look at that. That took 2 little swipes and it's definitely blends more in for a vintage look. This is kind of the burned look. I think these are fun and safer than trying to burn your own paper. That's for sure. There's 2 here. I can't get them apart, so there we go. And of course they have my favorite butterfly theme. Ooh, I like the colors on this one. And I think they take, you know what I like about the burned edge things? Burned edge things. It takes the pressure off of having it be just right on the page. If you're doing like a little collage set, get in frame here, little collage vignette or focal point, this is not, there's no perfect edge on it. So you can just stick it down, and I feel like it's a little more freeing. It's kind of like with art, and when you don't have a completely blank page, you'll put a splash on there. It's like, all right, we've ruined the perfection already, or rather we've disrupted it, because I don't think it's ruined. I really like it like that. And it sort of takes some of that internal pressure off, and I am one that just, like, a blank page is intimidating to me. I do have a child who the blank page is inspiration, and we made the mistake of buying white furniture at one point, a white bed. It wasn't entirely a mistake, but it's not white anymore. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, and she's actually advanced, and she's painted over and got a beautiful mural on the end. But for me, it's scary, that white page. So this is cool. You got a little story in there. Sorry about that, folks. I hope you didn't mind that. But there I went off. Look at that. We looked at all those. Alright, I'm going to set these aside. And one of these days, I'm going to make my little pet bed house thing. Yeah, and I'll have to make a little video so you know what happened. Alright, let's see what's in here. Ooh, this is just printed on the bag. But, ooh, look at that. That's fun. Okay, I like to trim off this part, the hole, but, you know, you could use that as some kind of dangle element or something, but look at this. You could use this as a shaker element. It's got the adhesive. You can totally reuse this bag, put sequins in there, attach it onto something. If you don't like this dotted edge here, you could just cut this out and use it as like an acetate piece. But also, this could be a fun thing to just slip inside a journal. Like if you adhere down the back, then you have a pocket that you could slip a picture in, or if you do it this way, you could, it's not directional, so you can slip little goodies into a greeting card or a journal. There's so many fun things with just this package. You know how I get carried away with packaging. I would use this as a journal card for sure. Sturdy, reusable. And what about the actual contents? More of these lacy elements, but these, I don't know if you can tell, they're thicker. This one's not going to be as much of a problem to glue on. And this one does have some intricate detail, but I feel like it's sturdy enough that you could just glue the middle and not worry about that breaking. So I like these actually better than even some of the other ones. Maybe I like some of the other colors better. This one's going to be delicate, and this one would be a good candidate for like the Xyron or those microdot papers if you don't want to try to glue. Some people have like a glue sponge that they'll use, or like I've done this where I dab it off on my hand. Yes, I hate the sticky, but you know, sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. Oh, I really like that image with the rose there. So these I like. The hard part is I like them so much, it's like, oh, I don't know if I can use them, but we'll have to try to get over that and use them. Huh, you know what's interesting? I just noticed. This is different this month. This is our paper ephemera, and it looks like a 6x6. So, is that going to be a permanent change from now on? And 6x6, yes, that's a more common size probably, but I don't know how I feel about that. We'll have to just see. It's different, and that's about all I can say. Let's go in and have a look. What else is different? Is there anything else different? We have, you know what? It doesn't say all the different things. So normally we have like 6 designs, 6 patterns rather, and 4 of each, 4 different kinds of paper. So there would be vellum and art paper and regular paper and sticker paper. What? These are double-sided. So this is totally different than, and it looks like we're not going to get the sticker paper. I'm sad about that, but you know, that's okay. This is very nice, high quality paper. It's thin, you know, and I guess the hard part about double-sided is deciding which one you're going to use, but how many do we get of each? So it looks like, wait a minute, oh my goodness. Okay, this one is decidedly thicker than this one, folks. This is like, I can't tell you paper weights, but these are like closer to copy paper, but they feel stronger than like a printer paper. And this one is not quite tagged, but it's thicker, I'm telling you. So, and it looks like we got 3. So I like that they didn't just give you 1 of each double-sided, because look at these beautiful patterns. We'll show you each side. But yeah, that's interesting. I do miss this. I love the sticker paper. Stop talking about the sticker paper. Bring back the sticker paper in this set. So it looks like on the back here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Wait a minute. Oh, no, I didn't count that right. 2, 4, 6. Okay, I think there are 6 different double-sided papers, but let's find out. We already got one, and then we have this one here. Oh, come on, my Band-Aid's making it hard for me. So there's a thicker one. Look at that, beautiful. They are beautiful papers. And ooh, I'm liking this yellow combination. Interestingly, I wonder if for a card maker, I think these, well, they probably all go well together, but you probably can't go wrong with using 2, you know, each side as the accent. So then that's what are we on, 3? Pay attention. Oh, I'm having trouble today. I think this is the 3rd one. And then we have a 4th with, look, those go fairly well. They all go fairly well together. They're coordinated. And then is this the 5th? Yes. Man, that looks awfully familiar. But maybe that's because I saw that. No, it's similar to this. I'm off. It's similar to this one, but they're not the same. And finally, we have this one. And yeah, I like all of them. Oh, I think I had one more. Oh, I have 2 more things here. I usually save the paper for last. Here, I think I'm done, but not quite. We have 2 more things. Again, we have the alphabet stickers. This has been a new thing for the last several months. Meh. I'm kind of meh. This is mid, to use a young person expression. I actually haven't used the letters. Maybe I used them once, so I don't know. I could live without this one. It's not super... And I think the pattern's interesting, but it doesn't really translate to the individual letters a whole that much. So this is not necessarily my favorite part. And then we have some clear stickers. These are translucent or clear print. They're more clear, but they have a print. You're going to want something white if you want to see that one. But they're great little label ones. They do have a slick surface, so I think I found they worked best. They do not work very well with gel pens, but a Sharpie, if you give it time to dry, or like an oil ballpoint pen, worked pretty well for writing on them. Alright, we got lots of interesting supplies. There's some good and some not as, but I think overall I like this box. So make sure you hit the subscription and notification bell if you haven't, to stay tuned for what I might make with these supplies. And as always, thank you for watching and have a wonderful and creative day.